Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back to another blue and red spandex take on the high-flying worlds of superheroes in this week's episode of Cosmic Crit Man Returns. This is your GM Patrick here, your generic millionaire plotting the downfall of the Man of Steel, and joining me this week in ignoring certain sequels and trying to reboot a series unsuccessfully are my 5 friends and cranky chief editors. Across the digital table for me, the plucky Daily Planet photographer. It's Myles playing Supernax pal Rami.
Good evening.
On my right, faster than a speeding bullet and more powerful than a locomotive, it's Tyler playing Edrass.
Toot toot.
To his left, Pulitzer Prize winning reporter who's on the case. It's Rebecca playing Alyndra.
Hello.
And to my left, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a rat in a jetpack. It's Drew playing Gnak Feldspar.
The whole thing's a real estate scheme.
And finally, to his left, an entire island made out of kryptonite. Oh no, my only weakness. It's Gibert, as in this one for 8.
Hey.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good. Actually, check that. I'm in a lot of pain today.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Tyler. So sorry.
It's okay. It's the good kind of pain.
Tell us about it.
I did CrossFit for the first time today.
Oh, don't tell us anything about it. Just keep that to yourself. I was interested if it was something not self-inflicted, but
it was totally self-inflicted.
Oh, it worked out. Oh, good for you. Good for you. No, that's awesome. Way to go. Keep it up.
I'm just doing it so I can try to cosplay as Edrass. I'm going to need people to paint me green and red, and I'll get out there. I don't know how to make tails though.
Edrass only has a bit of one, so it's fine.
Paper mache. Yeah,
I know. I'm saving money. That was the whole scheme behind the missing end of the tail. Need to save costs.
Guys, last time on the podcast, we played Starfinder, if you recall. But I don't know if you looked at your calendar when this episode comes out. This is International Boon Week. It's the week of boons. So I had to make all the questions super easy to make sure you guys get your boon this week.
Oh, no. Oh, this is just insulting.
I don't appreciate this already.
Here we go. Last week on Cosmic
the Boonies.
For the boons, y'all met with Chiskisk and were sent to investigate some odd happenings on the planetoid of the Bantrids. Drew, what was the name of the Bantrid planetoid?
It's Hibb.
That's correct. Tyler, you met with Uso, a Bandrid Abadar Corps leader that Edrass had met before. And he took you to a building type, a type of building you've explored before. What type of building did he take you to?
It was a tower.
That's correct. Did you know that both Tyler and Tower both start and end with the same letters?
Yeah.
Who thought of that? That's crazy.
It's the Vault Tower.
I don't know how I feel about this right now.
Myles!
Oh boy.
There you were given access to the tower's recently opened underground lair, where you all had to use some environmental protections. Mm-hmm. Why did you have to use environmental protections?
Radiation?
Was it A, too hot, B, too cold, C, just right, or D, poison?
I guess poison.
That's correct. It was poisonously hot down there. Gibert, as you explored the underground, you found thousands of devices that fit small or medium creatures. What kind of devices were those? Or just describe their shape.
They were ball-shaped.
Close enough. I was looking for pods.
Pod kind of, like a pod, like a ball that's like longer, like a pod.
And Rebecca, as you wandered around the underground lair, you spent hours looking for some kind of heat source or something out of the ordinary with these pods. My question to you is, what is your favorite Gundam?
Axia.
Oh, the Exia. I was looking for the GPB 04B bear guy.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. No.
It looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah, and it's ugly. The Exia is pretty cool.
All right, I'll take your word for it. You guys won the boon. And your boon is you all can choose between the 5 of you one single time before you roll D20 to make that be a natural 20.
Ooh.
You got about an hour, so good luck.
So only
Before
one of us
we roll.
Before we roll, and it's one for the entire party.
Correct.
Okay.
Use it wisely or don't use it and just make it be wasted. Happy Boon Week, everyone. It's Boon time.
Yay, Boon Week.
Now let's get this boondoggle on the road. We had a question last week of what you guys wanted to do. You've already spent about 8 hours walking around, exploring these miles of hallways, basically, and rooms full of these pods. What would you like to do? Do you want to continue looking? It seems like you've mapped probably a good amount of this area, going left around the structure until where it bends back on itself. Or would you like to rest and try again tomorrow?
Can we rest down here, or do we need to go back up?
Yeah, you can rest down here.
Oh, okay.
Are we on a time frame where resting would cost us anything?
Who knows?
I mean, I think that it might just be our environmental protections. We've got about, I don't know, depends on what level everybody's armor is, but we've got roughly 2 weeks until those run out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if it's environmental protections and we have 2 weeks, I feel like that's maybe not that big of a deal.
Let's rest for a week. Let's make it.
Let's make a vacation out of it.
Do they have a ski resort on this planet?
I really want our listeners to be on the edge of their seats about our environmental protections.
Oh,
All right,
what
who's
did
gonna roll
Edrass
survival
order at
to
the
find
bar?
food?
Oh boy.
True.
Does anybody have a need to rest?
I mean, we're coming into this fairly rested, aren't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we've been going for, how long did you say, Patrick? Have we been going for like a full 8 hours at this point?
At this point, 7 hours. I've rolled 7 on the thing, but yeah, you still haven't zeroed in on exactly, a way out of this level or this floor. So you have some time. If you want to keep adventuring, you might put you into, our least favorite thing here on the podcast, forced march rules.
I mean, Alyndra, for what it's worth, would be gung-ho to keep going. So
I mean, after reviewing the forced march rules, I don't think this is nearly as big a problem for us as it was for level 1 character.
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just keep going. That seems fine.
Okay. Yeah, indeed. It does seem like you're zeroing in on maybe closer towards the center of this area here. I will need everyone to make a constitution check for a force march roll. DC 10? Is that right?
10 plus 2 per each hour.
12 then.
Over. Yeah.
All right.
I get a plus
Knack is
4
down.
to this.
Knack is dead. He rolled
Oh, no.
a toot. All right. Our perhaps unsurprisingly, both Gnak and Rami, it looks like, have failed here. They're going to take some non-lethal damage and gain the fatigued condition. I imagine that's something you might be able to mitigate or just don't care about at this high a level. 5 points of non-lethal damage. How will you survive? And the fatigue condition, of course, is a greater, I believe, -2 to your fortitudes and -1 to your armor class, attack rolls, damage rolls, and anything that adds strength, initiative, reflex, and strength.
Until we get sleep.
Yeah, basically. After 8 hours of complete rest.
So it's actually until you remove the non-lethal damage. Whenever you recover from this non-lethal damage, you also eliminate the fatigued condition. So,
So a 10-minute rest would do it?
I mean, yeah, right. I mean, 10-minute rest would get us back up.
Also, my don't quit ability can remove fatigue. So
There you go. It seems like that's what that's for.
Do you need a RP for Don't Quit, or is this something you just guys want to each burn an RP for?
So Don't Quit is an in-combat ability, so I can do it once per turn to avoid the condition, or I can spend an RP to get rid of it completely. But
right.
I feel like we may not need it until some kind of combat happens.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to keep going, we can go for a few more hours. And
I mean, I could also, if it's just healing the damage that removes fatigued, I could just do my inspiring boost and get it done that way.
I mean, yeah, right. If you just put the SP back on the board, then we can do that.
Like, is it going to impact our ability to forced march further right now?
So it looks like it's armor class, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, and initiative. So shouldn't affect the forced march.
It doesn't look like you become worse, though. Like, once you're fatigued, you're fatigued, and it doesn't get any worse than that, except if you fall unconscious. So, like,
right. I mean, I think the trick here is that if you're fatigued and then you get fatigued a second time, you become exhausted.
Oh, is that true? Because that's not how it's phrased in the.
That's just a feature of fatigued. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're fatigued and you become fatigued a second time, yeah.
So if they failed another contract on forced march.
Yeah. And that's more substantial. Yeah.
Well, luckily at 6th level, my Don't Quit ability can also remove the exhausted condition. So if we get that far, we get that far.
Okay. Yeah.
So
do you guys want to press on for a little bit longer?
I say yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Alyndra wants to find something worthwhile in this cave. So yes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Keep going.
These Bantrids are counting on us.
So yeah, it's not
open their ski resort.
It's not but a half hour or so later, as you're looking through more and more very similar looking chambers, you finally find something that seems a bit different from the rest. You see an eerie kind of blue light illuminating this room with all these pods in it. Kind of looks like a foggy mist. And on the far side of this room, you see one of the pods looks slightly different. There seems to be a different size kind of hole in the floor where a pod would be. And it seems to have like a red blinking light on the outside of one of these pods. But yeah, taking a look though, this does seem odd. This seems very different from all the other rooms that you have seen here before. And
are all the pods sealed in here? Or?
No, I think the one in the back might be like, it looks maybe broken or ajar, like the top is not on. Edrass, with you not wearing your environmental protections, it's very nice in this room because it immediately feels a lot cooler. It seems like the oppressive heat is being cut by whatever is happening in this mist.
Very nice.
Oh, perhaps these were like freeze tubes, and there's freezy coolant that's escaping into the room.
What would you guys like to do here?
Can we do a general perception?
Yeah, do you guys want to look into this pod or this giant hole in the back of the room?
Absolutely.
I'd like to make an engineering check to see what sorts of thing could cause a big hole like this.
So
goodness gracious.
Wow.
20, 19, 20. Guys, come on.
Reveal your secrets unto me.
Into the light I command thee.
We didn't need that boon after all, huh?
Tyler, do you want to roll perception?
Sure.
Want to roll with the big boys?
You just want to, you just want to laugh at me? Sure.
Yeah.
11.
I do. I would like a good chuckle.
I don't see what the big deal about this room is.
Who cares about freezy cold room? We need to find something that's causing these problems.
That too reminds me of my VCR.
So going through looking in this, it does seem like one of these pods has been like wholly lifted off of the bulkhead floor.
Wholly lifted pod.
And there's a circular kind of stairwell, a ramp leading downward further into the facility, which is very different from everything else you've seen here. Unfortunately, believe it or not, 19s and 20s are still not enough to detect that whatever this mist is, this cold is seeping into your suits. Whatever the mist material is, seems to be having a clouding effect on you all. I could use everyone here. Everyone make me a will save. Wait. Is this both? Do I have 2 saves here? I need everyone to make a reflex and a will save.
Not a fort save? I would have expected a fort save.
I'm so sorry.
I need to look some up.
Natural 20 on that will save. Come on, Alyndra. Good
Hey,
job.
I did good on my reflex. No so good on my will save.
Oh, Pronk. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's also bad.
True. True, we're throwing dirt. Maybe I should remind you guys before you roll, if you want to use a boon to turn it into a 20, you could have, but it looks like everyone's already rolled everything. Yes.
No, I'm still going.
Tyler's
Hooray
thinking
for-
about it.
Confusion. Come on, confusion.
All right, 21 and 23.
21, 23. Okay, so the reflex DC is 24 as you start shaking off the cold here, and this thing starts rhyming, frost rhyming on the outside of your armor, chilling you to the bone, just freezes your armor, and you start to feel your armor freezing to your skin underneath. It was a slow buildup at first, but it becomes dangerous. If you have passed this, you are taking only half of a lot of, I've checked this like 3 times, a lot of cold damage. I'm just so not used to level 5.
Level
14. What are you guys? I'm gonna roll a bunch of
15.
D12.
We're 15.
So don't be afraid. It's gonna take like roll 20, a good half hour to process these dice.
This sucks because I get a +4 fort against hot and cold, but there was no fort save involved.
Not a single one on 14 D12. 97 points of cold damage.
Fucking kidding me right now?
Well, in a half, that would be what?
Really not.
48.
48, yeah.
Does thermal capacitor factor into this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just cold damage that a little more may be soaked up by your armor, but for the most part, most of that's getting through to a Gnak Sizrak, chilled to the bone. So everyone is still up here, obviously, but as this cold gets to you, you start
97 points of damage.
97. Welcome to the big leagues.
I have a question. Does my 5 cold resistance help here or no?
Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have resistance,
that 5 SP is going to be really important later.
Whatever. That's the
So Nat currently has 8 SP left. So
Boy, we should have healed up that 5 SP from the forced march.
Really goofed up on that one.
We screwed it up here.
Yeah, and yeah, as you're trying to get warm here, maybe stepping backwards from this fog around the hole, your heads start to fog up and trying to shake off this feeling, but you're looking around and you realize that things are beginning to fall away from your minds. Bits and pieces, perhaps, of your memories seem to be cracking, and it's a hard feeling to describe, something along the lines of amnesia happening to you guys. But let's go down the line here. Was this the same DC? Who has failed it's a will DC 24?
I have.
Just passed it.
Edrass failed as well.
Gnak failed.
And Gnak. Okay. Will you 3 roll me a D100?
Oh, that's never good.
Each of us, or
Patrick, do we want high or low? Can you tell us that much?
They're all different. I don't think
Okay.
some might be worse for others.
Oh, look at us kind of all hovering around the same area.
yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 47, which is the most common number in the universe.
35, 47, 41.
It's weirdly like the mode and the median number in the universe. It's weird.
I'll explain it to you later. It's a Star Trek thing.
Not a great one here, as Andis, you feel maybe some of your early memories fading away. Maybe some of your lessons you got as you were younger.
Yarg.
A couple years ago.
Oh, I'm becoming a pirate again. Oh, no.
Well, no, this is Andis 148. So this is like goblin lessons in, flying a spaceship or something like that.
Oh, no.
Or
my
maybe
spaceship.
Maybe you took like a remedial class, because this imparts a -5 penalty to either life science or physical science.
Oh, no.
Really very good in either, but let's go.
I took a very remedial course in one of those two.
You've forgotten it completely.
And I failed that remedial course too.
This is a -5 to life science, and Gnak and Edrass both rolling basically the same here. Yeah, Gnak, perhaps some of his upbringings maybe in was it Lucio Po or something, church growing up. Edrass, maybe you're forgetting a little bit of your religious capabilities from teaching at the Saronite church. This is a -5 penalty to mysticism checks.
Oh no, Gnak gets a -5 to mysticism.
I just burned an 18 on a misclick.
Beyond that, Gnak, your earliest memories of some family dinners back when your sister was civil with you, your father still gave you some attention, maybe imparted some of his anecdotes of underworld dealings goes away. Edrass, parts of your upbringing and the brutal city-state military academies on Vesk Prime, some of the times you get to spend with your family on holidays, also gone. And Andis 148. We saw this just a few weeks ago. Maybe some of your first conversations in the Rumpus Room when you started life on this journey. Those vivid memories begin to turn dark, and the people in that room at that party, your birthday, where they were like talking to you, now you can't remember maybe what they were saying or their faces. They turn away in the crowd. The lights on the dance floor dim, and inside your dormant exocortex, inside the mind of Android 15, we see dozens of Andises and bustling in this small agrarian village where there are echoes of past Andises still. And we see Andis 147 walking through the market square where Farmer Andis shows off their crops and Butcher Andis wields a giant meat cleaver. Beekeeper Andis talks to his pet bee. You get the point. There's a lot of Andises here. And all of a sudden there's a shout from down the marketplace where someone's like, another Andis is like, help, someone get Doc Andis here quick.
Like 12 Andises run up. I'm a doctor.
There's so many.
I've got my PhD in philosophy. Right. Oh, you aren't asking for me.
Nobody ever wants my doctorate. Nobody wants my doctorate in the classics.
Medieval literature.
Right.
Andis 147 runs down the street, and you see Pirate Andis convulsing on the ground,
Yarg,
going white, and then suddenly there's another shout to your left, and Accountant Andis falls down in a similar fashion. There's an uproar as then another memory falls, and things begin to go a little fuzzy in 147's mind, as it feels like a quantum static kind of invading and wiping out elements of their code. And the camera pulls back up into the sky, the darkening clouds above, where we see about a dozen Andises have kind of fallen in the street, comatose. And we zoom out back to topside where Andis 148, you forgot your studies, your lessons.
I know kung fu,
perhaps.
Pow, pow, pow. I start like punching pods and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
I don't think that's how losing memories works. I think it's the opposite, right? You're blissfully unaware what's happening inside, but you still have lost some memories.
Oh man.
Yeah, and as you guys pull away, it does seem like most of the danger from whatever this is. Do you want to make an engineering check on the pod, the mist as well, or maybe a mysticism check.
I mean, that's what I was kind of trying to do, right? I think.
Oh, you said you were looking at the flow.
Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can I assist?
I'll definitely see why this thing is making me forget what, where like guts are in people.
Can I assist in this engineering check?
They're in the torso.
You can try.
All right, so I'm going to try to use my new ability. So I'm going to roll this without my expertise die to see if I pass.
Hey.
Do I pass that assist? Yes.
Just the assist, of course.
So now my expertise die will apply to Andis's check.
Instead of the bonus. That's
Yes.
nice. It's really useful.
A plus 7 to Andis's 29.
All right, so 36.
Yeah, close enough because you were kind of looking around that area.
Thank you, Nick.
Or it does look like it's mostly dissipated, this gas, but it looks like the leak is coming from a tube coming from the underground that was connected to this pod. And so this, whatever this gas was hooked directly into this pod. And if you dip down below the floor level, you can see similar tubes going to all the pods. Every one of them.
Well, then I will. That might explain why the Bantrids that were here don't remember their time before. If they had this memory wiping freeze gas, it seems like we need to repair this as quickly as possible. And
you could just disconnect that tube or deactivate it as you move on down. But yeah, this looks like a rarity because you've been through over 100 of these rooms, and this is the only one that you've seen malfunctioning like this. But beyond that, there is a stairwell, a ramp leading down from here.
Do you want to take a minute and burn a resolve, since we have some pretty massive cold
100%.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Burns.
So now that we've cut off the gas, is that gas effect permanent, or was that an effect of the gas in the moment?
You do not remember all your mysticism lessons. Yeah, those memories are gone.
They're relatively recent. I think I'll be.
Boy,
okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad that wasn't a skill that you would put all your precious skill points towards.
No.
Well, has anyone rolled a mysticism on this yet? Oh no, Tyler, you failed at rolling an 18, but that was a mysticism. Do you want to use that 18, or better yet,
sure.
do you want to burn your?
Sure, it'll be Edrass's last good mysticism check.
Oh no, that's at a -5 too.
Oh, well, then it was a 30.
How many times can you do your bonus aid, Drew?
I don't think there's a limit to it, but I'm going to be honest. My mysticism, I only have a +6 to mysticism to begin with, so this aid isn't.
Now it's a +1.
Yeah, it's a +1. It ain't going to do well.
No.
I can try, I guess, but...
Well, maybe if we all put our heads together.
Yeah, does anybody else want to roll mysticism on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
I was about to say we've got a Technomancer too, so...
Yeah. I don't think I have enough.
Ugh, I want to roll a hot toot.
Yikes. Okay, sadly, you guys do not know what about this gas has done this to you or how to counteract it, unfortunately.
Edrass just says, the scent from this gas is actually quite nice. I'm trying to remember this. When we get out of here, I need to find a candle or something that smells just like this.
It smells like forgetting trauma, past childhood trauma. Oh, it smells great. Yeah. So everyone burning a resolve, or anybody not? I should ask.
Oh, I definitely. But now that we've burned the resolve, the fatigue condition is gone, right?
Right, because we've healed up the non-lethal damage. Yeah.
I am not going to burn one.
Patrick's making a note. Attack Alyndra in combat.
Alyndra first.
Well, you're only 40 something points down. I guess I can understand that.
48. Yeah.
Alrighty. So heading on down the ramp after a short break here. past this disabled pod and through this 10-foot wide aperture so you can just squeeze through Andis. This leads down to a huge platform where you see a massive space, a vast open area with a narrow steel catwalk bridging out from it. Down below, hundreds of feet, you see a faint blue glow of a power core, impossibly large, pulsing beneath the bridge. And
is anyone else picturing this as like the silent cartographer? Like that the third stage in Halo.
Oh
yeah, that was
nice.
That's what I've been picturing this whole time, and it's like
I gotta imagine it's a lot bigger than that stage, just because of the potential constraints of level building.
I think of it as the Phantom Planet, where they have the big gigantic the people walking on the thing, and it's a big gigantic thing. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah, the bridge doesn't seem to span the entirety of this chamber. It ends abruptly in what looks like a precarious platform above this huge power core's housing. I mean, it's like over 100 feet wide, this core. And you can feel this ambient heat radiating off of the core, and the metal structures around it are just like warm to the touch. Oh, you best believe I've got a map for this. A massive map.
Not Hamwater, this is a big map.
Yeah, go ahead and zoom out and take a look at what you can see here. This catwalk, this thin metal kind of band extending east to west. It's only about 3 feet wide, so it's not even a full 5 feet. And the ceiling is kind of a domed ceiling, raises up about 400 feet above that. And looking down, it's a good couple 100-foot drop to the bottom. What would you guys like to do here?
I'm sorry to pause for just a second to make sure that my character icon is correct. I had some damage taken on my character icon, and I can't remember if we fought last week or if this is just from 2 fights ago before we rested.
Just keep write down a piece of paper. No, this is just copy and pasted from somewhere else. So I apologize, but
thanks.
Just keep your stuff written down. There was no fight last week. Clap, clap. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, Rami would definitely be extremely interested to see what's on the other side of this bridge.
Rami, we talk about this from time to time when we have a very skinny bridge across a very wide chasm. Should we not roll something across it just to make sure that the whole thing's not going to collapse out from under us? I've got this mini Akata that we're trying to market. I could send it across the chasm just to make sure that this isn't going to just break apart on us completely.
That's a great point. Andis balls up Gnak and then rolls Gnak across the bridge. No, Gnak is correct. This is a thin structure to be maintaining a platform of that size. Perhaps we should check its structural integrity.
It's a good point. If you start running as fast as you can across this bridge and it doesn't collapse, I think the rest of us are good.
Great. Good job.
Can Andis even fit across this bridge?
I don't think he can.
It's an acrobatics check to make your way across. So I don't know if that's a
twinkle toesing across
skill for you. Or...
But of course, yes. Here we go. Plink, plank, plink, plank, plink, plank.
Can we, before you do that, can we, Gibert, your call, but would Andis maybe want to tie a lead onto Edrass or something? Just in case we fail.
Oh no, I weigh like 50 bulk. You can't hold me.
Well, does anybody want to... Well, does anybody want to go by themselves, or are y'all trying to go across this bridge? And 2, does anybody want to roll the natural 20? Use it for this.
I am probably the lightest of
I mean,
the things.
Yeah,
and also I have a jetpack, so if something happens...
Hold on. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's a bridge that goes over the power core.
Mm-hmm.
What is beneath us right now?
I mean, it looks like there's a ton of mechanisms, and all these kind of things along the exterior wall here look like machines of some sort. And
but is there a floor Can I go down to the floor and just walk right up to the power core? Like, is there a reason I have to go across the bridge?
Well, it's very hot down there. This seems to be the source of the heat. Is this power core thrumming along? But no, I mean it's like 300 feet down from the walkway, and you have a jetpack now. So if you want to just fly on down, you can. It doesn't seem like there's much down there that you can see from this side of the power core, at least. So it's up to you.
Okay, so I would be significantly closer to the source of the. This map doesn't show vertical space, so I didn't realize that it was 300 feet different. Okay, that makes sense.
Correctamundo. Okay. What's the deal?
So can I roll an engineering check before I walk across this thing?
To do what?
Just to see if I can generally gauge its stability.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of specifics, but yeah, why don't you make an engineering check? See what you come up with here.
Say 33.
Yeah, with that, I mean, it's steel, and it seems to be very like everything else you've seen down here. Sound minus that one pod. But yeah, you can, I mean, feeling this, it is warm to the touch from its close proximity to the power core a few, 100 feet away. You're pretty sure that with that roll, you will have to, figure out some way to turn this power core off. And maybe it's at the end of this gangplank. Something seems wrong with the housing of the power core. Yeah, you'll have to interact with it too.
I've seen Chernobyl. I think going out over the top of the power core is probably going to be pretty dangerous.
All right. Well, this thing is causing heat waves on the planet. That's how powerful it is. Yeah. So I mean, it's probably like 160 in this room, but once again, environmental protections is up. So
and are these over here sort of on like sort of the northwest, northeast? Those are platforms.
No, I think that's part of the housing for the power core. I don't think you can really stand on those. Okay. Just the
Edrass so we're really looking at hiking across this plank here.
Yeah. Edrass is fine to take the lead. He has lots of options and a very, very good acrobatics. So
Gnak also has very good acrobatics and a jetpack.
I also have a jetpack.
Well, then let's do it.
Yeah.
I also have good acrobatics.
Let's do it, baby.
Well, you can just fly if you want with a jetpack.
Well, no, because we have people who can't fly. So I think the idea is just wanting to test it out.
Okay. Just warn you, if you fall, you can't like activate it as a reaction, a jetpack. If you have it on and you're flying, that's...
I mean, I can't like hold the jetpack controls as I walk across to be able to push the button to activate it as it falls.
Oh, you'd be able to push the button very well when you hit the ground. Yes. As soon as it gets to your turn after you've fallen. Yes.
Well, then why doesn't Rami go with?
That doesn't make any logical sense. If I'm, I know I could fall. I'm gonna.
Let's see. Open that.
You're imagining it as buttons. You have to hit like a boot. Like it's a boot up sequence. It's not just like press and go. That's how I imagine it, at least. Myles, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What was it?
I was going to say, why doesn't Rami go with Edrass? Because his acrobatics is also pretty decent. So,
Rami, do you have Featherfall for flight? Oh, you do have flight, right? The spell?
I don't think I took flight, but I have flash teleport.
Who can't fly?
Alyndra doesn't defying gravity.
No, I have a jetpack. I bought one in Absalom.
Andis can't fly except in combat, which is like kind of an oversight of this build. Like it's like I was all excited. I like picked all the feats that I needed to fly, and then I looked at how gaining evolution points works, and it's like you could only do this when you're in combat. And I was like, oh boy, that's a pain.
I have jump jets, a real pain in the fanny. That would slow my descent.
No, unfortunately.
That's the thing if it's intentional.
Okay, yeah. Just literally anybody can
very
go
slowly.
Right?
All right. How about the people who can fly? Let's just fly over.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to just do
Let's
that.
Do it. Yeah. I'll
go over there.
That makes more sense.
All right. Who cannot fly?
Rami can't fly, but is fine just running.
Well, Rami can also use a teleport spell to get across things.
Right. Well, if I need to.
Flash teleport, how far can you teleport with that?
30 feet.
All right, well, you can't get the entire distance. Do you want to use a full teleport? Do you have that as a spell?
No, I didn't take the one that lets you travel like 2,000 miles or whatever.
To go like 100 feet. Okay, well, then it sounds like Andis and Rami wants to try and walk it. Do either of you want to take the natural 20? It's again, not going to transfer to next episode, so.
I think Gibert should probably take it.
I don't know. I feel like I have more hit points than you.
You do, but I mean, don't you have to roll acrobatics just to walk this thing?
Yeah. I mean, so do you, right? I've got a pretty good modifier. I'm pretty good.
All right, let's do it.
All right, all right.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Why don't you guys both make me an acrobatics check?
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, Rami, I was saying you use the natural 20.
You used the natural 20.
I was saying,
am I using the natural 20? Okay.
Well,
Oh no, you're not
not
anymore.
when you rolled it.
I misunderstood that situation.
It sounded like you were good to go on the roll. But natural 1, do you want to use your... no, you can't use your reroll. Nope. No, you're falling to the ground. Kerplats.
Can he grab an edge as a reaction?
No. Now I can go play Elden Ring, guys. Hi, guys.
Literally not a thing in this edition. I love you, Gibert, but you're taking the maximum damage here for... I think it maxes out at 20 D6. Scooby Dooby. 73 points of damage as he hit the ground 300 feet below. But that's not the end of things, as... well, I guess technically everyone else can make me a perception check.
Edrass will just voluntarily fail.
Kind of like flying along. Well, this is
We're all within 2
unfortunately
points of perception checks.
only going to affect Andis 148 as you get a few rounds out on the catwalk.
By the way, Patrick, I do shake my little tush on the catwalk. So
On the catwalk. What is your armor class?
38 is KAC.
Okay. Is this KC? Yes, this is slashing damage coming at you, and I've just rolled a 38 as small ports in the side of the catwalk open up as you are walking, and powerful beams of hydrojets begin, at intervals, like slicing through along the catwalk here, and you are taking a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of bit of damage. Jeez Louises. Keep having to double check. It's like, is it really 14 D12? It is. Plus a little bit no.
I just love how Rami falls to the ground but doesn't even get through his SP.
Well, in addition to that, yeah, this probably took less damage than what's happening from this trap.
Jesus Christ.
That can't be right. Is that right? I've rolled a couple 12s, but also 1s. 129 points of slashing damage from this, and you see it kind of cascade down the catwalk and seems to be coming back the other way as we can pop this into initiative turn order and get your actions. It's really, mostly Andis. It will only be affecting those who are on the catwalk. Go ahead and roll into initiative turn order, though, if you guys would like, for action taking purposes.
Sure.
Yeah, Rami down there on the ground, you can still help, right?
Oh, I've got enhanced resistance to slashing. So, feeling a little better.
Might have left the initiative scores from our last combat up here. Not confusing at all.
What's the... Hold on one second. I may re-roll my initiative. Mm-hmm. We're going to re-roll that initiative.
And of course I didn't. Wait, you're going to re-roll it? You're going to spend your book re-roll on this?
Nope, I just get to re-roll initiative sometimes.
Oh, right.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, cool. I have one worse. Well, glad I got that out of the way.
It's okay. At least you get all my setup for stuff. So
Gnak, you're first here, and at this point, you guys haven't made it to the platform yet. Unless you wanted to go before Andis and Rami, it's up to you.
Where would we be if we did not make it to the platform?
I figured you'd be moving as a pack, like flying beside them.
Oh, I saw my compatriots already over there, so I just moved my token. So, should we say we're at right here?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Is there something you would like to do?
Can I tell what is threatening us right now?
Yeah, these apparently they've triggered some kind of trap here, as this mechanism has machines releasing massive, deadly hydro jets of power, as capable of slicing through armor and flesh. And it seems to be running its way up and down the catwalk.
Yeah, on the catwalk. We do our little fight on the catwalk. Can I see anything that is there a check I can roll, whether it's engineering perception, to try to identify the source of this? Like the controlling mechanism?
The only thing that you see, there's nothing on the platform that you came from. Ahead at the platform at the end there seems to be a console of some sort, but nothing else besides that.
So why are we in initiative turn order? That is interesting.
Well, the trap is continuously, it's going again. It'll continue.
Does anybody have any negatives, any conditions that I can remove from them right now? We got rid of
fatigue. They can't get up.
We got rid of fatigued.
My back.
Rami is down on the ground, but not threatened by this trap at the moment. So I think Gnak is going to double move to try to get to the end.
All right. Andis, what about you?
I'm going to run as a full action.
Oh boy, you will need to make another acrobatics check to secure that run.
So just to clarify, it's behind me, right? So it's sort of back here right now, right?
Well, it's like dozens of these things along the catwalk, but they seemed to activate in kind of order. So it seemed to be coming, back behind you in kind of like a wave.
Okay.
If you don't get off this thing, you'll likely get potentially hit again. It's an attack roll, so it could miss.
Okay. So then let's see.
So running.
I'm sorry, did I get skipped? I don't see myself on the turn order, and I think I had a higher initiative.
You did. Yeah, you were 25.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were the 9. Yeah, are you moving ahead as well, Alyndra?
Yeah, I'll just follow Gnack's lead.
All right, Andis, what you done?
Well, so if I run back to the previous place, to the previous platform, then I will be I won't be running through a jet, right? It was not like currently active.
No.
It's not like a wall of jet or something like that.
Well, it's an attack roll. I don't think it gets attack of opportunity. It's a non-sentient trap. So
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to move back? Because that would get you to safety.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at that platform. It's not really big enough for all of us.
What if they need your help over there?
I mean, they're big boys and girls.
All right.
This out. I'm just going to boop, run back this way. Here we go with acrobatics.
I guess technically you can fail this. And technically.
Yay! I'm going to go hang out with Rami. Whee!
Natural 1 again. All right, let's bring up the...
I was like, I'm coming for you, Rami.
20d6. Make an attack roll. See if you hit him.
This is not what I meant.
Oh, no. You guys are best friends. You just... What did I just roll? Oh, there we go. 63 points of damage falling to the floor 100 feet before. We're out of combat if there's no trap to attack anyone. And my mission has been accomplished. I've hit you guys with a bunch of traps so far this episode. This has been like a wipeout run. Wipeout extreme.
I have 2 hit SP left, so got that going for me.
You're just fine. But the rest of you can get back up, fly over to the platform if you'd like, or try and help out. Do you want to, Rami and Andis, kind of hoof it around?
We live down here now, right?
Edrass will, because Edrass can't help with Edrass can't is probably not going to be able to help with any of this stuff anyway. Oh, that's not true. He's got a decent engineering.
Neither can Alyndra is way worse than you are, so please come over and help us.
Does anybody need healing down there? I could at least pop down and do a heal.
Well, I mean, nothing that a 10-minute rest wouldn't help. But what I was going to say is I figured Patrick might shoot this down, but since Andis is right next to me, I could use Digital Doorway to go through our comm unit to appear where Alyndra and Gnak are.
It's a teleportation spell, so
yeah.
Wait. You had Dimension Door this whole time, you goober.
I have Digital Doorway. Different.
Yes.
But I can only do like a connected communication network that is secure, right. So I couldn't just go across the thing, but I can.
But if Andis had waited there and we go over there, then you could have just done what you just did.
Flown over there, and you can just teleport us both over.
You still got a natural 1.
Well, I mean, I'm aware. I mean, we're both in the same boat here. I mean,
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like you'd still be right down with me.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be up there on the safe platform, and I wouldn't still have on the fire jet either.
I like the idea of Andis just falling down there, and then Rami typing in a number into his cell phone and being like, "See you later," and just like matrix out of there.
Bye, nerd.
Oh, you didn't pick Technomancer. You picked another class. That's kind of sad. You could have picked Technomancer. I talked to you at the Rumpus Room party.
Wait, so does that allow you to bring somebody with you, or?
That's a great question.
It does not. It is a target you spell. Target.
So Andis still would have been stuck on the other side. So.
Yeah. Well, good thing I entered initiative order and got a turn, because now I have 2 evolution points. So now I can spend those to get myself a climb speed. So here I go, climbing again. I'm going to start climbing.
Does it not have to be against a foe of?
I would call this a significant enemy. I would call
gravity.
29 points.
What's the significant enemy? Life in general?
Right. I'd say something that in one turn knocks out all my SP is significant. So I'm taking the evolution point and getting my climb speed, and I'll be doing this for the next 5 minutes. I'll be up there soon.
Yeah, I mean, you could walk around to get to the base of the platform where they are.
You just sort of shout up and be like, hey, why don't you put the blue wire in the,
Hey, I have a rope. I can drop it down for you.
You have a 300-foot rope?
Oh.
No, it's 50.
It's just kitchen rope.
I have 100 feet, but that was
a great interaction.
I love the idea of you being like, here, and you're like led down like 100 feet, and you're like, anybody got more rope?
There's not a kitchen in this place. We'll never get this much rope.
Hilarious. As the rest of you guys get to the platform here, it does seem like there is a computer console that you can try to activate. It does prompt for a security passcode, though, when you begin to access it. And it looks like it is a 6-figure password.
Oh boy, now's when you want to use that natural 20.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Use that natural 20.
Yeah. So can we use that natural 20 for a computer's check? And can I assist to try to do my aid ability?
Yeah. Why don't you first make me a perception check as you're taking a look at it?
Oh, we can do that. Pronk.
It's the episode of natural ones. I mean, anybody on the platform can make this roll. Oh,
I rolled the same as his natural 1.
Oh, thank goodness, Alyndra. Alyndra realizes that the potential codes that you can input, the letters, are the same as the symbols on Ophi's message that you decoded at the spiraling tower.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea. I have that written down. It's AADCAD.
We're going to do next week is going to be the hard trivia, and it'll be saved by Rebecca's note-taking skills. AACDAC, is that what you said?
It's AADCAD.
Oh, I don't know why the one that looks like a C is a D in your mind.
Well, there was rhyme and reason to my note taking. Okay,
I swear
that's the code I came up with.
Yeah, so it looks like that will probably be the code that is required here. It seems like the system is locked out if whoever was trying to operate it didn't have Ophi's code that he was trying to send to the Worldseed.
Well, that was very good.
Yeah,
that was a good perception check.
We'll push in the buttons.
Oh, right. As you piece together those fragments and put in the code, there's a corrupted icon that represents one of these symbols here that isn't in the puzzles. It does require maybe a culture check. Is that what this is telling me to do? Culture check to figure out maybe the full passcode.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do this. Have we already wasted the natural 20?
No, you haven't.
I mean, I have a plus 23 to culture plus expertise.
Me too.
Do I need plus expertise? Do I need the natural 20 for this?
So here's the thing: is I have rolled with confidence on that same basis and still rolled a 2 or 1.
Yeah,
today.
Just go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. This is important.
And having fallen off a 300-foot ledge, I would say, let's be cautious.
Okay.
All right. So natural 20 brings you to 43.
43 plus
enough.
Expertise. Okay.
Enough to figure out the rest of this code, or perhaps like how to put it into the computer here and gain access to it. With that, you can shut down the hydro trap and figure out exactly, what you need to do to start working on this power core. As you are doing so down here below Andis, you see a odd figure in the distance, maybe around the corner of the core, a small bantrid figure who seems transfixed, looking up at the power core, just kind of like bathing in the heat. That's what they look like.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. Oh, this guy's got sweet goggles.
He's got and pouches. Dude's got pouches.
Kind of pouches, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They don't seem to notice you as you walk up to him.
I walk up and I've got some fancy, what are these even called? These are called light vision shades. They're like cool dude shades that are shielding my eyes from the radiation of this powerful thing. So I see his cool shades and I think this guy knows something about reactors. And I walk up and I say, greetings, friend Bantrid. My name is Andis148, and my compatriots were. Have you gotten lost? Are you?
Hi. Who are you? What am I doing here? Hi, my name's Izu. How are you?
Izu, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Boy, I thought I was going to be lost in here forever.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, I'm so glad we found you. How long have you been down here?
Oh boy, a couple days. This new door in the tower opened up, and I started exploring, and I kind of got lost.
Oh yes, I can imagine. It is quite a labyrinthine tunnel down here.
And then I forgot what my grandmother's cookies smelled like.
Oh yes, I know. I forgot where the heart is in a person.
Oh, it's kind of center mass usually, and it's
okay,
weird in Bantrins though. It's down low. It's
right,
lower than you think. It's real low.
I'm gonna put some of those points back into life science.
I figured it out.
Oh, that's where it was. Yeah,
you gotta stab someone in the heart, and you get their liver, and you're like, nope, still don't have it.
Nope. Put it back down.
Darn it.
Well, Izu, you should come with us. We are currently exploring this area, but we will ensure that you get out safely.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not leaving now. Yeah, I've been rolling around this place for quite some time, and I've lost a lot lot of steam.
Do you need a nap of? Wait, oh no, we need to get you out of this glaring heat. I think probably.
I think they have armor on.
You're wearing like a light sweater vest of some sort. This is
I'm cool. It's cool. I'm fine. It's just
okay.
It's just the art that the Starfighter commissioned for me, but I'm pretty sure I got armor. I'm
Oh
cool.
yes, there it is. I can see the armor. It's one of those.
He's
Yeah,
definitely fatigued from heat exhaustion.
I'm cool. I'm fine.
yeah. I'll give him some water and some rations from my pockets.
Wait, no, we can't leave right now. We gotta stay here.
In rest, so you can regain your strength.
No, we gotta do something, or else we're gonna be
To be continued.
Whoa!
Oh, well, maybe more of these next time and figure out the power core and the rest of this next week's episode. You know, we don't need combat every episode when we have several deadly traps.
Too bad Izu's
We don't need
shades aren't
combat.
as dope as mine.
If it wasn't clear, I'm gonna lay down and take a 10-minute nap.
Oh yeah, imagine while they're working on the computer. That is fine. Feel free to have rested before we start more exploration next week here on Cosmic Crate. Guys, thanks for playing with me. Thank you, Patrick. Listeners, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. So long.
Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye, folks.
I did it again.
I know you did.
Stop it. Stop it.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.